See how 7k do against 9. We need a rival, please. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Not rivaling Morocco. Not happening. That's my source of technology right there. Oh, easy peasy. What was the problem? Moadab. Still need to see the new Dune film. Great Mansa's reputation tarnished. Some sort of propaganda text is circulating in the court about how Mul I is a ruthless powermonger. This might impact our relations with our subjects and other courtiers. I'll take the Diplo hit. Thank you. And I will also invest a little bit more in building these up. The development in general is pretty expensive. Revolt! High taxes and cultural and religious differences have caused unhappiness amongst the citizens. If this continues, it will dramatically affect the stability of our nation. Autonomy in Dendi. Or unrest in Dendi. I'll take the unrest, because they're probably going to rise up at some point anyway. Why are some of the numbers red and orange in the macro builder? I don't know. I think it's something to do with the tax modifier. But the modifier in all of these places should be pretty much the same, because unless like unrest or something like that is affecting them. So if someone knows, please just let us know, because I'm not 100% sure about the answer to that. Let's have another infantry. Culture. Ah! Right, actually that's a very good point, because we probably, yeah, we want to accept Fulani. Playing the courts, while the Maliki school is the officially sanctioned school of the Empire, there are many courts and quadis around the land, and all four of the schools of faith are deemed appropriate for civil procedures. This means that, to some extent, it is possible to play the courts by bringing a case before the quadi of a school considered more likely to give a beneficial ruling to a specific case. An enterprising merchant in Quillam has become so good at this, it's angered not only the local population and his business competitors, but also the local governor. There is not much we can do about this without making inroads into the privileges of the ulema. So we can gain legalism, let us just ensure this man is dealt with. But local goods produced and monthly autonomy in Dendi is going bad. Or unrest, state maintenance and mysticism. No, we are going to go for the legalism. Because it is time for me to do that. Oh, we lost the battle, that's unfortunate. Faithful adherence enhanced, and we've gone from 25 corruption to 20. Having adopted a less violent approach, Portuguese traders have become increasingly common sight amongst the western coast. In many ways, this is a boon to the state, as it has given us much easier access to the horses for our armies and a way to procure valuable goods from the many exotic ports frequented by the Portuguese merchants. For gold or slaves, there is not much the Portuguese wouldn't sell us, and our merchant caste, the Wangara, is thriving due to this new partnership. There is, however, a slight worry about the development in some camps. The amount of slaves to a horse seems to keep increasing by the day, and while our own transoceanic ventures haven't gone so well, it would seem less than prudent to rely entirely on those foreign merchants, as they surely can't have our best interests at heart. So Mali gets Portuguese trade contacts until the end of the game, trade efficiency goes up, cav cost goes down. However, Gao may actually be about to lose to... Oh, geez, you took a thrashing! Oh, they had no commander. Damn. That's going to be a real pain to recover as well. God damn it. Let's see if we can get some decent commanders. Traore! Not really. Another Traore! You'll do. I guess you need to start coming a bit closer. You're not even going to have the troops to take Gao. Dhimmi building restrictions. Under Islamic law, non-Muslims faced a number of restrictions in the construction of new buildings in the urban centres. The houses were not to be taller than any of those of Muslims, and they were not permitted to construct new centres of worship, only to maintain those that already existed. In practice, these rules often went unenforced, but as our realm shifts closer to legalistic interpretation of Islam, key members of the ulema are beginning to call for stricter implementation. Yes, I would love to have some more. This commander isn't particularly good either. One thing I can do, though, is I don't think I need to have 4,000. I think 3,000 will suffice. Let's bring you down. Oh no, you can actually siege Gao. Fine, do so. As long as we don't let them just settle on one of those provinces, it's fine. Government reform is going to be done soon. There we go. Autonomy is now slowly but surely changing. Very, very slowly. Oh, for Pete's sake! Not again! I'm going to have to take a loan, and then I'm going to have to take mercenaries. That's the problem with playing on speed 4. Yusuf Jigi and the Fulani people. Yusuf Jiliki. He is a powerful landowner and political influencer amongst the Fulani subjects, and we have had a long working relationship with him. He's always been quick to know what the state needs and what he could perhaps do for him in return. His name is often mentioned when discussing candidates for the Council of State. I don't really care about having a new person, so I think I'll just take the influential power broker. Yeah, I'm going to have to take loans. Damn it. At least I can now have up to 21. Free company would do. 3.2k though. And they're 50% more expensive otherwise. We don't have any professionalism, do we? No. I think I'm going to save scum this because I can't be bothered to wait around forever recovering my economy. So we're just going to go back to January and don't get engaged if they attack again. Awesome Drow, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us. I think the numbers are coloured based on what the game considers to be good locations, things like autonomy, local modifiers, workshops, barracks, temples, and the cost. Interesting. And you guys have already lost. Damn, I have to go all the way back to July. Oh, that sucks. Still, faster replaying 10 minutes of the game than 2 or 3 hours to pay off the loans that this would require. Yeah, general's been assigned. Okay, they're attacking. So I'm going to back off. And they are going to have a river crossing here. We're going to consolidate. What do they have in that army? Yeah, see, they have 4 cavalry. This is why we keep getting stomped. 3.5 morale against 3.2. Oh. Oh! They're a Miltech ahead of us. That's why we keep getting stomped. Yeah, they have this. They're Miltech 6. 7, in fact. I was not expecting to have that problem. Crap. That's going to be basically impossible to deal with. Have to have mercenaries. Well, at least I haven't wasted all of my manpower this time. Alright, so be it. We'll go with the Free Company. Still going to be cheap about this. Wow, the quality of our commanders absolutely stinks. Which is actually astonishing considering how good our army tradition is at the moment. We should be getting between 5 and 12. That's a 9. That's a 6. That's a 5. We can ignore them. We can lose a bit of admin. Let's do that because we are incorruptible. Corrupt generals. Military experience and expertise should be the main, if not only, factor influencing who rises through the ranks of the Malian army. As the society grows more and more corrupt, practices drew further and further away from this ideal. And the reality today is that positions as general carries a lot of prestige, and those with money or connections are no more than willing to use them to secure their position. With the existing leadership being easily influenced with these tools, they can. From time to time, someone may rise through the ranks who has actually earned their title, but some of the finest minds in the strategic matters will never have the chance to lend their skills to us. Protest in Gene. As men of great spiritual strength, but also firmly part of the establishment, members of the Alema sometimes choose to join social protests. A recent altercation between the local garrison and the urban population of Gien has attracted the attention of the prominent mufti in the state of Gien. Our local commander fears the situation may escalate unless we listen to the protesters, but doing so would come at a cost. So we can compensate them, which moves us towards legalism. Or not. Yes, we're going to compensate because I want more legalism. 3 more years, though, until we can do that. Use caution. You know what? You're attacking Timbuktu right now. It's going to be the best opportunity we have. And I really don't want them taking Timbuktu. Force limit difference. Okay, this time we have the numbers, though. There we go. There we go. Well, lesson learned. Don't spend military points. Portuguese Meddling? The Portuguese traders on the western coast have become quite the nuisance lately. While the horses they bring for our armies and the exotic goods they bring from faraway countries are of great use to us, it seems they cannot help but meddle in the local politics. It is clear that several chiefs who are in contact with the Portuguese have been encouraged to extend their personal authority and slowly attempt to cut ties with our central administration. In order to deal with this, we can either strike at the chiefs themselves or attempt to limit the influence of the Portuguese. So, one Garrus upset. Until the end of the game, trade efficiency goes down from 10, and we lose the Portuguese trade contacts, or the problem lies with the disloyal chiefs. So for 10 years we'll have unrest, but we'll gain some admin power. Let's do that. I will have another... Oh, disappeared. Damn. Ooh, autonomy change. I think I would like to have that. We'll probably change it out for the accepted cultures after a bit. Speaking of which, we want to get another accepted culture before I forget, which would be Fulani. 119? Oh, yeah. Corruption increased the cost of everything. Fine. So be it. What are we up to? 889. Once we have Tuat, we should be able to start doing some deals with Morocco, which would be nice. There it is. Gower's been retaken. Move you back home. Now, are there any other autonomies I can reduce? Nope. Unfortunately not. Now, which of my allies is it I don't currently have a royal marriage with? 2 of them, in fact. Jolof and Heir. So, Heir, would you like a royal marriage? And Jolof is in the process of being integrated, so there's no real point doing that. I'll do it anyway. Those are the merchant loans being renewed. We are again losing money because mercenary army and interest. But once we've integrated Jolof, that's going to help. Is this new music? Yes, it is. Maybe a fort in that province. If we could afford forts, sure. I can barely afford my own army right now, let alone something extravagant like an entire fort. And there it is, tower's done. And with it, yes, the spread of the Renaissance. Which is going to get advancement effort for sure. I'm fully thinking I probably should put protect trade on those 3 so I can really take more than just 50% of the trade here. Oh, it's all the little guys. Right, yeah. I need to kill these guys. And then take all their money. Missed how we got Tart. So once you get Timbuktu, as part of the mission to get Timbuktu, you then get a decision which allows you to get Toa. And there's the integration of Jolof. When a smaller country gives up its independence to join a greater realm, there is a lot of adapting, and while some parts are easy, the administration of the realm will still need to expand to accommodate all of the possibilities, and this also gives us another 5,000 troops. So with that, I'm going to again disband the mercenaries, because we should now have a pretty significant standing army of like 19,000. There's a mission. Oh, the trade fleet, because I stole their boats. So the trade centre in Gabu increases by 1, so I'm going to hold off on that until I have 200 ducats. In fact, I'm going to take a loan so that I can then upgrade Gabu myself to tier 2. Then we're going to complete this to get me the free thing. Ever since the days of our golden age, Malian merchants relied on the caravans and land paths to reach Egypt, Arabia or Europe. However, the decline of our nation after Mansa Musa's death has shown that these trade paths are no longer sufficient. We need to adapt and travel per sea to reach the lucrative markets instead. But to achieve this, we first need a trade fleet. Base production in Gabu goes up as well. You produce ivory. That did not seem to increase. Oh, because you didn't have the development. That doesn't sound like it would matter. I wonder if there's a console command to increase that, because that does not feel like it's working as intended. I know I had console commands open. Where are they? Center of trade. Yes, here it is. Debug mode. There should be center, spelled the English way, of trade. No, that's the American way. 3 1 1 1 4. Boom. That's what I should have now, because that's what I basically just bought. And then we can get rid of debug mode, and we're back to normal. It's probably 2 production if it's level 2 already. No, I think it's supposed to go up to 3. I think that's a known issue. I have about 5-6 pages of bug reports to comb through on Monday. It's going to be a long frickin' day. Because I'm the one that goes through all the bug reports in the forums, so please keep them coming, because they are incredibly useful. There's a reason that 1.32 is probably the best release we've ever made, because we have been very good at fixing all the stuff that's been reported, but I'm the one that goes to the forum, collates all of that information, turns it into something actionable, and then sends it to the developers. But as is normally the case after a big release, there's a lot of bug reports. Oh, it's not just that there are a lot of bugs, it's that there are a lot of people playing it right now, so more of them come to light. And there's a lot of duplicates too. That's part of the reason I go through it, not just the developers. So I can filter out any duplicates, they're not constantly reading the same thing. The lack of good maps or tools to create accurate maps has helped our cause in the border region of Lower Volta. Our local authorities have been able to make use of certain ambiguities to make a convincing case that Tekondo should actually be ours. No, I don't really want to do that. And yes, I will definitely state you 100%. That tower as well, brilliant. Oh, there we go, making some money again. Taxation income in particular is going up. We're into the 80s from all the places that were at 100. Ah! Yeah, here we go! So there's going to be rebels galore again. But I'm okay with that. Legalism, we're already maxed out on legalism, aren't we? More or less. 95, that's next year. Group. And you lot are responsible for dealing with all the rebels now. Congrats. Carry on. What's my plan with dealing with Europe? Fight them. Okay, so how much control do I now have? I now have 19% of the Ivory Coast. That is still not enough. That is 11 light ships. Al Zalil 530. A bit below average there, buddy. But our king's now 49, so probably a bit risky to re-roll that. Oh, gee, hello money! Hello gold income! We're back! Hello inflation. Yeah, I know inflation's going to be bad. It's part of the reason I really want to get admin ideas so I can start getting economic ideas going. No rebels either! Wait, what? Really? After that round of autonomy? I am genuinely surprised. Oh, hello Portugal. Desert Raiders. Some people from the Mali elite have recently been attacked by what they believe is a raid organised by a foreign military. Initially, the attack seemed to have occurred too deep into our borders for this to have been possible, but an explanation of how this could have happened has begun to take shape. The Tuareg, in one of our border provinces, who we thought our loyal subjects, appear to have conspired with our neighbours to organise the attack. While it may not be possible to retaliate in kind, there are other ways to show what we think of such cowardly tactics. So we gain a diplomatic insult against air. And we pay 50 ducats, which thankfully we can actually afford for once. Yeah, we could start burning corruption. I'm actually thinking, do I want to pay off the loans first so we don't get the spiking inflation? How much are we paying in interests? 4 ducats still. Let's get rid of the non-0% loans, and then we'll do the corruption. Because then we'll have more money to throw at the problem. And 20k troops, I think, is going to be just fine. Manpower is now growing again nicely. Ah, what a difference that makes. And we're well on the way to recovery now. Look to the mission in the files, it does increase production instead of add a center of trade level. It's already at level 2. Oh, really? Okay. Easy to fix. Done. That was level 2, right? Yes, entrepot. And you know what? No. One less loan. I'll say meh to the 0.1 inflation. Reduce army maintenance. Actually, if I do anything, it would to start drilling. Let's start drilling. Oh, the reason we might not have any rebels is because we were... yeah, there you go. It's because we were suppressing them. Well, if they start getting bad, we can start suppressing them again. Hello, admin ideas. I would very much like to have economic, please, and thank you. Good stuff. And actually the other thing that we could start doing is start building some mosques. Like Timbuktu in particular is going to be worth a fair bit of money. No, loans first. Thank you for reminding me. The hard times are over. It's time to stop enforcing the taxes. Tax income is still by far and away the highest. Wouldn't be surprised if gold overtakes it, but still. Like, we're in a fairly wealthy area. This place isn't rubbish. We really should do something about conquering the rest. But I'd really like to be debt-free, and then I can have my army at full capacity. At that point. Start paying off the corruption with any money, surplus money we're making. I think that'll work nicely. And we need to get to here. No, to here. In fact, both of those would help. Economic ideas would let me take cheaper loans in the future, so we can really use money as a weapon. That's true. We do also need to get some mill tech, although I doubt that these guys... Oh no, tier 5 and 6s. They're actually ahead of me. Okie dokie. Morocco, level 7. Yeah, they are way ahead of me. Debate over the Sufi practices. Muslim scholars were not united on the question of the permissibility of Sufism. While most appreciated the heightened levels of religious devotion it's inspired amongst the general population, some disapproved of how certain Sufis express their faith. Poetry and song about wine and illicit love, as well as communal dancing and veneration of the tombs of those regarded as saints, could sometimes provoke opposition from the more hardline elements of the ulema. Let's go pay down some of that, and then go with the hardliners to build up some more legalism. And we're now at 18. 17.2. That is a 4%er. Go ahead and repay it.